If you or someone you know has diabetes, you may have built up an extra supply of test strips and lancets. That's where we come in. We'll buy the supplies that you don't need and resell them to those in need to prevent waste. Help us make diabetes management more affordable. Visit us at teststripswithaz.com.
Your first fight week for the UFC, is it living up to the hype so far? Is it what you expected to this point?
Yeah. I'm lucky because I've got a crew that have had a lot of fights in the UFC, so everyone kind of let me know what to expect and what's going to happen. So, yeah, everything's just going as I've been told and just been enjoying it.
What have these last couple of months been for you? Obviously, we saw the Contender Series, the way that played out with the eye poke. Then you're told you're going to go on Dana White's looking for a fight. And now here you are in the UFC in Boston fighting Greg Hardy.
Yeah, it was crazy. After the Contender fight, when I got told from Dana that I'll be on looking for a fight, and I think that was only a few weeks after the Contender fight. So I went home to get ready, but found out one of my best mates, he fought in Thailand, and he actually had to have 2 brain surgeries because he had a brain bleed and he's in a coma there. So I went straight to Thailand there, and I stayed with him as long as I could, and then came back home just to do maybe 2 weeks training before they're looking for a fight in Hawaii, but found out I got the Boston contract, the Boston fight. So yeah, just trained as well as I could in the time that I had, and yeah, I'm happy as to be here.
Has that been hard to focus? Obviously, with a traumatic incident like that, was it tough at all to stay focused on the task at hand?
Yeah, it is. It's weird how it worked out though, because me and my mate used to always talk about, he always wanted me to fight Greg Hardy ever since we saw him fighting a Contender, and I get the fight that he wanted me to have, and with it, how he's going over in Thailand, he should be able to fly home around the same time that I get back from Boston. So when I get back home to Australia, I'll go back over to Thailand until he comes home, and then get him set up and give him the good news hopefully when he wakes up.
Do you feel like the stars are aligning for this whole thing? I mean, that's just like something out of a movie.
Yeah, it does. It's why it's been weird, because it's hard, but it feels like everything's kind of fated to work out the way that it is. So yeah, I'm happy. That's all the motivation that I need.
What have you made with Greg's transition from professional football to MMA? Have you been impressed with what he's been able to do?
Yeah, I have been actually. Like, coming from one top area in your sport and then transitioning over successfully so far, like it's hard to make it in one big sport. I've struggled my whole life just to be in the UFC, and he's already played in the NFL and fought in the UFC, so you got to give him props. He's very athletic.
A lot of guys, when they fight Greg, it's a very personal thing because of his past. How do you react to fighting a guy like Greg Hardy who has a checkered past?
Personally for me, I'm fighting for something else, so the only thing on my mind is my boy Sai. So everything else is just a blur to me. I'm just focused on one thing, just for Sai, and I'm just going to win this fight for him, and that's all that matters to me.
Do you see a lot of holes in his game going back and watching his fights?
Yeah, like you can see he hasn't fought for that long, so he's still got a lot to build up. But when you're that talented and athletic, you can make up for holes until you come across people that are more well-rounded for you. So yeah, obviously I've got a bit more fighting experience, but he's just got that freak athleticism.
You came up on the scene, went to Ultimate Fighter, Contender Series. Obviously, Contender Series freak thing happened. Dana White still praised you, had high things to say about you. Debut, you're in this huge, high-profile fight. What do you think that means, that the UFC and Dana White believes in you that much?
It means a lot to me that he's still giving me chances, but I think in the day he knows, like, from seeing me in Ultimate Fighter and Contender, my past fights, I used to fight 11, 12 times a year, boxing, kickboxing, MMA. End of the day, I just want to get in and fight. I just love fighting, and I don't care what happens in the cage or in the ring. I just want to go there, get hit people, and yeah, it's always good to have people like that in organizations.
You're making your debut. You're in Boston, really far away from home, but you're going against a guy that, many people dislike this guy. Many people hate this guy. The crowd is probably going to be cheering for you, rocking for you, unlike anybody gets in their debut. You feeling any extra pressure with that?
Not really extra pressure. Like, it's good to have people behind me. It's always nice. I was at the Melbourne card 2 weeks ago, and just seeing the international fighters not getting as much support as the local fighters, I was kind of getting prepared to have the same thing when I walk out, just to crickets when I walk out. But knowing that there will be people cheering for me, that's pretty cool.
Speaking of that, you come from that area, the Australia, New Zealand area. It's like the booming area right now. Obviously, we got another champion, Israel Adesanya. Do you think you're going to be the next future star from that area?
Man, I don't know. I'm not one to kind of talk myself up. Like I said, I just love fighting and I get to do it for a living, so I'm happy. But I know that no matter what happens with our fighters on this side of the world, the takeover is going to keep going. We've got crazy guys. I can go back home to New Zealand. I can walk down the road just to buy bread and milk, and there'll be 10, 15 people that will be able to beat the shit out of me, man. But now we're getting the exposure, and then hopefully we can have more gyms popping up and just more talent coming through.
I just asked this question to Greg. I want to ask it to you. Angle that's getting looked at is you came from a rugby background. He comes from an NFL background. I have friends from that side of the area in the media world, and we have a rivalry. We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
They say NFL players are better athletes. They say rugby's tougher, NFL's tougher. You feel anything like that? Like your chance to show rugby guys are tougher than NFL guys?
Yeah, a few people have been talking to me about that as well, and it's weird because rugby's played over 80 minutes. You only get one break, half time. You keep going the whole time. So fitness is a lot different. NFL players very explosive off the mark, but I would probably say that NFL would be more similar training style to fighting because you need to be explosive. But man, rugby players are always tougher, bro.
My last question for you. Greg Hardy, he draws opinions no matter what, whether you're pro or against them. A lot of people, right from the very start, does not believe he deserves to be in the UFC because of his criminal past. Do you think he deserves to be in the UFC?
Man, yeah, personally for me, I don't really judge people until I meet them, and once I talk to them, get to know them, then I make my own opinions there. But like you saw, it's a close line for me to draw in the sand. What's the difference between someone not deserving here and someone like me this is my third chance? So if I don't really want to come and start saying, oh, this person shouldn't be here for this, no matter what the severity is of his past. When it's just too close to the line to draw, because if I start talking like that, then people might say the same thing about me. I lost an Ultimate Fighter, no contest in the contender. I shouldn't be here as well. So yeah, end of the day, doesn't matter whether you should be here or whether you shouldn't be here. We're still going to fight anyway. So.
Sorry, I lied. One more question. He likes to swing it out. That's what you're known for.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any chance when you guys go to the ground, or you definitely say someone's getting knocked out?
I hope it doesn't go to the ground. It'll only go to the ground if he shoots on me. But we're going to swing and someone's going to get knocked out.
With this fight announcement, obviously you've got a lot more eyeballs on you now from the day that it got announced. Shortly thereafter, you tweeted, and I quote, "WTF is a can, and why is everyone calling me that? Candy's nuts." So, was there a lot of negativity coming your way? Or was there a lot of support coming too?
Oh, there's both. Like the Australian, New Zealand MMA community have always been behind me. People that have been watching me fighting locally and stuff. But yeah, I don't really go on Twitter that much. And when I saw everyone saying that, I just told my mates, "What the fuck does that mean?" And then they were saying, "Oh, it means like you're shit or something." And I was going, "Oh, okay. Fuck, Candy's nuts." I don't really care about I don't really care about that, but yeah, it's always good. I've kind of been an underdog a lot just because of the way I used to train, the way that I used to fight, bad habits I used to have. But I've got the right team behind me and doing everything properly now, so I love being the underdog.
And I saw Dan Kelly and Jim Cruder here for you this week. What kind of team do you guys have over there? Obviously, I'm sure both those guys have had a good impact on your career.
Yeah, we've got a great team. Everything that I need, I've got it in my home gym. Like Dan's there. I'm training with Jimmy every day. We've got Cal Potter, Jake Matthews, all local talent. If you look at any weight division in Australian MMA, we've got the top guys training at our gym with us. So everything we need is there, and it's good because they've had the experience. I've known what to expect, and I've got people to look up to.
How do you visualize this all playing out? When you close your eyes, you think about the ins and outs of the fight. How do you see it all getting done? How do you see yourself getting your hand raised?
Oh, I'm not really allowed to visualize stuff because when I close my eyes, I see spinning back kick to the head and then backflip and then might take him down and go for a twister. So I try not to visualize. My coach tells me what I'm meant to do in every situation and I just listen to what he says.
You also have one of the best tapology pictures in the game. Will we be seeing any magic marker coming out with abs for this one?
No, I'm trying to have real ones. I'm trying to hopefully have real ones, but we'll see because the UFC take bad angles when they take photos. That's the only reason that I haven't had abs so far.